WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Vegas next week.
Welcome to the air.
Oh, and then I'm going to Florida.
I'm going to Florida. Oh, I have to fly back. Oh, wait, I have to go to see
I know. I need
No
to go
clue.
see this
Yeah.
rocket
No,
launch.
not yet.
Oh, I need to
No
do
clue.
this.
And we're on the air.
You know we're hot,
I
right?
know we're on the air.
We're on the air.
I know we're on the
We're
air.
on the air.
Speak for yourself, Jay.
First of all, thank you for asking me back here, and I do appreciate that. I don't get back, but just hearing the banter before we went on the air, I forgot how cutthroat this making the list thing is.
We haven't even started.
Take it. Take it from me, Jane. You have been warned.
Wow. She
And
didn't
you
have to
are-
raise the finger.
You are here by choice. You silly man.
I'm here by choice, by my choice.
That's
And I'm
correct.
going to be sorry. This is where you're going with that.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I'll let Rick answer that.
I'm pleading the fifth.
Wait a minute. We must do it. Finally, JP has returned to Studio
To the
120.
studio. There he is.
Well, there's good and there's bad with that.
Look
But
out,
again,
coming in hot.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I see.
He's gonna go
Zap's
through
coming
the
in
building.
hot in the parking lot.
Yeah. Where's the belt?
I don't know. Does Zap still have it?
No. I thought Kathy was the winner.
I didn't take it.
That's
I
because
didn't
Zap
take
didn't
it
bring
home.
it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think you didn't bring it. Yeah.
He's got it. It's on its wall and it's not going to move.
I didn't take
And
it.
you can
buy me
because
a new
I
one.
can't- I
It's
can't
sitting
carry
over at central office right now.
It probably is. I can't carry the darn thing.
I
so-
know. I was gonna say I'd rather have like a trophy to put on my desk or something.
No, you need
Because
to have that
is
on your desk
so-
because you can bust Matt every day with Collins with it every day.
I know, but I can't. There's no room. It takes up my whole space.
That's okay.
Hey, there's a lot going
I
on.
need to double check that I didn't overlook it.
Before we get
There's a
in-
wall hanger.
I
You know, you
never-
can get
I never took it home, Ken.
you can get a wall hanger, and it has the clips. So it has the bulk, the like the clips, and you could just mount it to the wall.
I don't win it often, and I've had it twice in the past year, so I don't win it often enough to
No, I
warrant
don't
a
either.
space on my wall.
Well,
Hey, before we get
I-
into the making the list thing, I just wanted to talk about a couple of. You probably have done this already, but I know things
I'm a
haven't been on
little
the air.
nervous.
No, these are all good things. Before we get into the making the list and beating everybody
By the
up,
way,
I
Pete
figured-
has to pick up all his junk outside.
Yes,
It's in
okay.
the it's in the lobby there.
Okay, yeah, I'll let him know. Yeah, we got Brewfest is coming up.
Yep.
2 weeks.
June
June 1st.
Brewfest. Yeah, get your tickets very early. Great bands, great brew, a good time.
Great.
To get those tickets,
Right on whipcitybrewfest.com.
excellent.
Follow the links. You'll get there.
All right, whipcitybrewfest.com. I'm loving that. We've got in June, lots going on in June, and it all fell out of my head. Oh, just before Brewfest, if you like blues, a guy by the name of Kingfish Ingram. You probably know the name if you're a follower of the blues genre. He's a young kid. He's a Grammy Award-winning guitar player. The guy is B.B. King level blues, unbelievable, and he's actually going to be over in Springfield at 52 Sumner, and this is a fundraiser for 52 Sumner. We're trying to get things started over there so we can afford some great acts through the end of this year and into next year. But look at that up, 52 Sumner on Facebook. That's coming up in just another couple of weeks, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so this is making the list. We do have our full motley crew here, minus Bob, which is why Jay is here. And unfortunately, we only have Jay until 9 o'clock today. So, Pete, it's up to you to determine how the heck you're going to deal with the scoring for that.
Jay's gonna have to determine an average score that he gives everything after that, whether he hears it or not.
Fair enough.
That's okay. Well,
He
how
could
long-
also look at the list if he wanted to and grade on that.
How long
So-
does this usually run?
Quarter of 10.
Okay, yeah.
Till you know what freezes over.
Oh man.
Shall not say the word.
Which also means, Peter, that his show obviously has to come up before 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't know now how much.
Since
I
he's the
wish I
newbie,
could
we
be
can
here.
roast him right off the bat.
All right, you might.
Well,
as
wait a
beat
minute.
me
You
up.
usually take the pleasure of doing that.
Kevlar,
not today.
Kevlar's very helpful.
Yeah,
just
at least
saying.
on my back as I'm walking away in the parking lot.
Helmets.
Well, listen, if you want me to go first, the song I've picked, it deserves.
No, don't tell him
no,
that.
no, no.
It
Don't
deserves
tell him.
a little preface, though.
Right,
No.
but-
No, you
No,
say
no,
after
don't
the
do that.
song
After
Oh,
the
I
plays.
tell
song.
the story. Oh man.
You gotta,
He's never.
Got to follow the
Oh,
rules.
man, I
Jay.
needed that at work
There's
the other day.
rules?
We played Family
There's
Feud.
rules?
Students.
I didn't know there were
versus
rules.
We have rules?
Yeah, when did the
Where
rules
have you
start?
been?
Guidelines. Okay?
Speaking of where things have,
Guidelines, yes.
speaking of where things have been, Zap, do you still have the belt?
It's right behind you. It's been there all
I
morning.
said it's in the house. He walked in
It's been
with
morning.
it.
Did he?
Yeah. Well,
It's got to go on the
Oh,
table.
It's that sunshine in
Hey,
Florida.
hey, Pete, in 30 seconds or less, explain how making the list is done.
okay, go.
Making the list is done is the topic has been chosen by the previous winner, and you must You must pick a song to fit the topic or not, and then defend the song, and then we vote on it 1 through 10 on whether it fits the topic and whether we like it. And that's very, very subjective, so that's why it's a great game show. Invented by Bob Plass, who's very subjective in and of himself, and that's why we know why this is such a fun game.
But it's also why Kenny doesn't win, right?
Or me.
I can
Wait a
guarantee
minute.
I'm not
No,
going to
no,
win this
that's
round
true.
either.
Pete, you won
That's
recently.
fine.
Remember, you
Yes.
picked 1971 as a.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you won.
you,
Right,
you
that's
won.
right,
You had the
you
one
won.
with the
I
train.
think everybody's won recently except for Ken. Is that fair to say?
By design.
Oh.
He does.
I think I got a shot today.
I
This
doubt.
is-
I
this
doubt
is
I have a
actually-
shot.
I'll bet I
don't
know what you picked. Too.
This is actually, I'm realizing, a very popular show. I don't think I remember the last time we had this many people filling all the microphones
always do.
around the table.
Yeah,
but
it's-
for this show all the
It's
time.
normal. Yep.
Right. But
Oh,
none,
you
none of
mean
the
you-
other shows.
You
have.
didn't know we're paid?
I'm a paid spokesperson.
Am I?
You didn't know that either.
No, he wasn't
Sorry.
supposed to know.
We're getting
Oh,
paid. I
that's
don't
right.
get
You
any
didn't
gotta
see my, you
negotiate
didn't see
better,
my
man.
sponsor here. Belichick is gone. You know, I've got clout now.
You're wearing
clout now.
sleeves, though. That's not going to work.
Oh yeah, I got to have a hoodie. Yeah, okay.
And never ever smile
You're right.
or have fun or enjoy
All
yourself.
right, I just lost the job already.
He does smile. He does. And I understand that he does have fun at parties.
And you know this how?
I know this because my daughter's ex-husband, his cousin was Bill Belichick's private assistant.
Oh, yeah. And it passed
Yeah.
from brother to brother.
Because
It started with one brother and then the other
it's an
brother.
Armenian name for the if I
Yeah, I
thought
know what you're talking
it,
about because I've heard about that before.
Nigerian. He's a Nigerian, I believe. I'm not sure, but I think the name is Nigerian.
Okay, we'll look that up. Somebody look.
No,
And then the
go
Brady's-
ahead.
I don't
It's-
have
The
service,
Brady's,
so-
the
Yeah,
Brady's
it is.
You can Google
personal
that.
assistant, Tom Brady, it was another brother combination, and I think they were out of like Long Meadow or something.
It didn't do us one bit of good, Jay. So
Yeah, it
never
doesn't.
mind.
Nepotism.
This is not five ways
it's
to
just
bacon.
nepotism. It's just proof it doesn't.
It didn't work.
No.
Kathy won the last round of making the list, which means that she won the right to pick the topic for today.
I know. And Ken texted me Thursday night, and he said, "You need a topic." And I went, "Oh shoot." That's why I never want to win.
The best ones are the ones that are, last minute.
And I looked, and there's a cat. I said, "Okay, animal."
So, therefore, the topic is
The topic was the best song. We didn't know how to go about this, and Ken and I went back and forth because I said, now you have to understand this group, Jay. They're very literal.
If I need to start
said-
understanding this group now,
Well, we do have some
Good luck.
preface for you. So I said, well, a song that mentions an animal. So Ken comes back and he said, do you mean a name of an animal? Like my friend Flicka? No.
are we talking Yogi or are we talking bear?
So, yep,
Right.
that's what he said. I said, no. The name of an animal like cat, dog, maggot, whatever. I don't care, whatever you
Maggot's
pick.
an
There's a
insect.
song
Yeah,
about
maggot's
that.
not an animal.
But knowing this group,
pretty gross.
And I had to look into that because I was gonna do a
it's not an animal.
firefly,
It's an
and
animal.
that's an insect.
But an insect is an animal. Well, never mind. I didn't pick that anyway, so I don't
Animal.
care.
And I've never heard a song about a maggot. Am I missing something?
No,
Yeah.
but we could make one up.
We could
There,
make
there,
that
there,
up.
there has to be an Alice Cooper one.
I mean,
out there.
I meow to normal songs.
Anyway, then I thought, well, it just names a kind of animal. And then I thought, well, but knowing this group, they're going to say, but are we picking the best song? Are we picking the funniest song? Are we picking the saddest song? Are we going to sing Shiloh and Old Yeller? What are we voting on? So
Does
then-
Animal from the Muppets count?
That's a
There's gotta
proper.
be one.
That would be proper name.
That would be
Yeah.
proper now.
for the
So-
record, all I got was the category was animal.
So we picked I don't know, the best song that has.
So
to
do-
be-
Best
is
song
it-
that
I don't
mentions
care.
an animal.
I don't care.
Although some of the Muppet songs, I'm now reminded by one song in particular. But now.
Do, do.
which features animals.
Don't.
Banana.
It's going to be in your head
All day. That's why I did it.
I have a directory on here called songs you can't get out of your head, and I have that in
It
there.
has to be in there because once that starts, you can't stop.
All right, I'm
That and Baby
gonna
Shark
ruin
is in there along with it. And
Shoot me now.
Small world. Small world.
This is what I say when Baby Shark comes on.
Kelly Clarkson!
No Kelly Clarkson. Is that what that was? All right.
I don't get it.
Your choice, Jay.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Your choice.
Let's go.
All right, I guess we're ready to go.
I looked outside my window, and what do you think I saw? The strangest sight I've ever seen. You'll never guess just what I mean. I can't believe it myself. I saw two buffaloes on my lawn, romping all around and stomping on the ground, and all of my grass was gone. I watched them for a while, and what do you think I saw? The strangest sight I'd ever seen. You'll never guess just what I mean. I still can't believe it myself. I saw four buffaloes on my lawn, romping all around and stomping on the ground, and all of my grass was gone. Then I began to worry. Well, what was I supposed to do? The strangest sight I'd ever seen. I guess you've guessed just what I mean, though I can't believe it myself. I saw eight buffaloes on my lawn, romping all around and stomping on the ground, and all of my grass was gone. Pretty soon there were 16 buffaloes coming in the door, romping all around and stomping on the ground. There were buffaloes by the score. Looked again and there's 32 buffaloes sliding down the stairs, romping all around and stomping on the ground. There were buffaloes jumping on the chairs. Pretty soon there were 64 buffaloes running in my room, romping all around and stomping on the ground. Somebody better get a broom. 128 buffaloes, man, that's enough of those buffaloes jumping in my bed, romping all around and stomping on the ground. So this is what I said: you'd better get out of here, buffaloes, get out of here, buffaloes, get out of my bed. You've been jumping on things and busting all the springs, and I'm gonna shoot you dead. I looked out of my window, and what do you think I saw? The nicest sight I've ever seen. I guess you know just what I mean. I still can't believe it myself. I saw no buffaloes on my lawn, not romping all around or stomping on the ground, but all of my grass was gone.
You wanted Mana, you got it.
I'm waiting for Chuck Barris to come out with the hook.
With
the gong.
You wanted a Mana song. There you go.
All right, Jay, go ahead.
So now that one's going to be in your head all day.
Thank
so
you.
You're welcome.
You have
You're welcome.
I hope to never hear that again.
The only reason it's going to be in my head is because Buffalo is a very popular adult amusement. It's a slot machine, and they have very many variations of it, and it usually pays well. So now I'm going to
too much time at the
I'd
casino.
rather
I'm going to be thinking about Vegas now because
Now
he played
who's showing
Buffalo.
off?
All right.
I know all the slots. 'cause
Rolf
I go to
Harris.
Vegas 12 times a year.
It's an old song from Rolf Harris. It used to run on Bob Steele, who was, of course, the legendary morning guy at WTIC AM 1080 of Hartford, Connecticut. And I grew up listening to that.
What's
And
AM?
it was stuck in AM. It was stuck in my head then.
morning.
Morning? It's morning.
Yeah, it was stuck in my head now, and as soon as he said, "Oh, the theme is animal," that was the song that came up. So there you go. Yeah, it's a classic old song from Bob Steele.
So what do you give yourself, Jay, for a score?
Oh, what's my?
You should
The
give
highest
yourself
is a 10.
You should give yourself a 10.
Oh, well,
I think I'm the only one who hasn't given myself a 10 recently
really?
in my music choices.
Well, I think I deserve a 10.
I think you do too.
All right, good. That's a 10.
It's a 10 from Pete.
It's a 10
Is that
from
a
Pete.
is that a 10 from you, Pete?
No, I think he deserves to give himself a 10.
Oh, yeah.
Watch your back.
That's what I was like, what?
I'm going to give him a solid 8.5 because that's definitely
Whoa.
so songs about animals are tough.
He's-
You want an earworm song, and that qualifies for all of the above, and it's a
0.5.
gimmick song.
He's fractualizing.
Well, what's up with nobody said anything about an earworm song.
No,
It was
I know,
supposed to be the
but
best
animal.
song.
Yeah.
is
But
what I
usually
put that
songs that
qualification in.
stick out in your head do pretty well in this competition.
That I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
just
Are you turning it up in the car if it
there's
comes on?
no.
That's the criteria.
I will turn the whole thing off.
Yes, I will turn the radio off.
I would rather listen to a baby crying incessantly, I think.
Baby Shark
Baby
is
Shark.
better.
Yeah,
Baby
okay.
Shark.
On an airplane for 2.5 hours.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dear Lord.
Buffalo chips.
You know, Jay, I like you and everything, but
No, when did that start?
liking you.
You're catching
Well,
on.
Hey, Rick, your
catching
dollar could be in jeopardy.
Well, we like. Yeah, I know I haven't
I
gotten
haven't
my
hit
dollar.
the dollar yet. Okay.
You know, we like Miriam, but wow, that was painful. That would remind me of like that, the Barney song and the. Oh God. And the. Baby
I Love
Shark
You, You
song.
Love
Yeah,
Me.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Except for in this
Thanks,
song, they
Ken.
shot the buffalo dead.
Yeah, and they shot the buffalo dead.
So
at the end.
Good. But you listen to the way
that did not happen to Barney.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I was also very
Although there is
afraid of
wishful
after they
thinking.
were gone what he was seeing in his yard. And I thought, don't say it. Please don't say it.
I'm going with a 5.
Wow. I can't unhear that, and I'm going to try every day
Success.
for the rest of my
Success.
life to unhear that. I've never heard it before. I hope to never hear it again. And I'm going with, because I like you so much, a 6.
Oh, okay. See that I see the "I like you" certainly means more than the song.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
We really don't want to hurt your
Well,
feelings.
we were all told the category was the best song about an animal. So
It was.
To him, it is.
Zap just has the faraway stare.
Because I'm just like the best. I'm on the best song.
that's
I wouldn't put it in that. I mean, it fit the category.
It said
animal.
But the
the
word-
rest of us got the word best in our.
Well, and the word best does
Yeah.
not.
No, it does not describe that
Does
song
not
Not
at
even
all.
close.
No, but also because I like JP and I want him to do our sound at graduation. I'm gonna give him a 7.
Wow.
Love how
You
this
are
works.
missing up
It's the
today.
graduation sound.
It's the
Okay.
okay. All right.
I don't need
Okay,
you
my
for our
turn.
graduation.
And I'll try and keep it from raining.
Yes,
too, yeah.
please.
Yeah, I'm
Jay,
working on that.
You know I love you.
But
And we welcome you to our friendly get-along family group here.
and you
A
want me to
dysfunctional
come back,
family, but-
maybe?
Dysfunctional family
Yeah.
at Thanksgiving. Because I want the turkey leg. I'm going to go with a 7 because you're a nice guy.
Okay.
And I
Well,
want you
thank you.
back.
Thank you all.
Maybe.
Kenneth?
So far.
So
It's the
formal,
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
I'm setting him up.
Here comes the
Here comes the
spoon.
boom.
That song sucked.
Tell it like
I
it is.
I can't unsee the buffalo in the bed with you. Jumping on the springs and breaking
How is
them.
that possible?
And I mean,
In Vegas.
So now the song says push them out the window, right?
It's not gonna fit.
Well, how the hell you fit 128 buffaloes in your room?
Somebody better get a broom.
And you personally should have scored it higher because it does
It was
math.
math,
It's education.
right?
Yeah, there was math
It is
involved.
education.
That's also why I scored it low, because I don't do math.
I was thinking it would be great for 3rd grade, but
I love that there
It
was
would be
math
good for third
involved.
grade.
Oh, let's
That's
introduce that, Kathy, to the curriculum.
yes, we should.
Yes, we.
If it
Oh
had,
my God! If
you
a teacher
points.
played that, I'd laugh my butt off.
it hit some of the criteria, it didn't hit the best part, I wouldn't turn it up in the car.
No. Would you leave it on?
No, I wouldn't.
A dead air is better.
No.
But Peter's all in an uproar about it now.
A screeching hyena would be better. Okay.
I'd rather listen to the audio feed of CNBC in my car than listen to that.
Oh. I'd rather listen to Katy Perry.
I also would. Yes.
That's big.
I'd rather
the
listen
hammer.
to really bad country.
I might even listen to Taylor Swift.
Don't be dissing.
It's almost 9 o'clock, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Give us the number, Ken.
It said an animal more than once in it, so instead of a 6.5, I will go with a 7 on it.
Wow.
Wow.
That's.
I'm the only one that tanked them.
You really tanked.
Yeah, I couldn't. I
Well,
just couldn't.
I think we had to take it easy on the new guy.
You know, it was pushing the. First of all, it was pushing the
He's
buffalo.
not new.
Out, you know, it was pushing the buffalo out the window and then shooting him. That was just like that was just too much.
You guys just want me back.
I was hoping the buffalo were going to shoot the guy at the end. I mean,
Well, you know what?
for making them all come there.
Well, and incidentally, you can burn buffalo chips to keep warm.
Good point.
Yes.
Good point. Now, you know how you always watch the Three Stooges, even though you've seen the episode before, and this is a guy thing, I know, but you
I
watch.
don't always watch.
No, you watch the Three Stooges again because it might turn out different. So if we listen to, really, it might turn out different. So if we listen to the song again, it might turn out different.
Hope, I'm giving that task to you. Listen to
No.
it again and let us know what you think.
I will take you 0 on this assignment. Thank you.
You know, it's the Stooges. They do the stupid slapstick, like it was Shemp who had a fish bowl fall over on his head,
Right.
upside down.
Watch it again. Maybe it won't
So,
do that.
you know, what did you say? He turns around to Larry. Larry, what the hell did he say? I mean, you have to see the episode, but
Oh, good.
yeah, I lose the entire day when the Stooges come on.
Oh, yeah.
When they do a marathon,
You gotta watch.
I just
You gotta
it's like Twilight Zone on New Year's. I just
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't deal with the Three Stooges.
All right. Who's
Are we ready for number 2?
unfortunately.
Yes, please.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps Near the village, the peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight. Near the village, the quiet village, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight.
I hate this song.
You're not the only one,
Full
Peter.
stop.
But what I will say is that Hope was like dancing. and
I
Kathy
was.
was singing.
Sarcastically
and Jay
dancing.
No, you weren't. You were loving it. So what I will say to you is this.
OMG, this is yours?
Yes.
Oh, and we
Oh,
have
you
a-
know better. Come
We
on.
had a whole story.
I was also counting on Bob being here, but so the first,
Yes.
There's your
He's
first
playing the
mistake.
game. He's playing the game.
Yeah.
the first show I ever saw on Broadway was The Lion King. And I had never been a Broadway person, and ever since then, now I like Broadway.
All right.
So it was a turning point for me in my life, number one. Number two, I think it's a very well-known song, and that obviously everybody knows it. I also remember my parents playing it incessantly when I was a kid, unfortunately. I'm not saying that I would, I don't know if I would change the channel. I certainly wouldn't turn it up, but I just felt like it's also been covered, right, by a lot of people. So when you think about it, it's been covered by REM. Did you know that? Billy
Put
Joel,
lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
Billy Joel and Jimmy Fallon did it on the Tonight
yeah,
Show.
that
That was
was
a good.
fun,
If you ever
yeah.
see that, it was really funny. In Sync has done this. They Might Be Giants has done this, and the Kingston Trio. So it's been covered. It's been around since really the 1939 when it first came out in South Africa. It actually. I don't know how I'm not going to say it, but the original song was titled M-B-U-B-E, which is the Zulu word for lion. It was written and first recorded in 1939. And then, of course, it was translated by 1961 when it was first released by the Tokens, the doo-wop style lyrics, catchy beat, and, of course, I think it had a big effect, certainly when it was originally released, and songs that have been covered, I always kind of look at that, who covers the songs afterwards, because obviously it's enduring, and it was in The Lion King, particularly when it was... It ended up being the perfect song to accompany Simba's journey, right? So the lion sleeps tonight in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. And the lyrics depict the majesty of the lion as well as the peaceful slumber in the jungle. So I thought it fit the category, whether you like it or not. It is a very well-known song. And when you said the word best, I always look at songs that endure. And I'm not taking a shot at Jay right now, but his song did not endure. That's all I'm saying.
It wasn't enduring.
It wasn't enduring or endearing. So
it did in southern New
This song
England.
is going to endure at 2:00 this morning.
Yes.
But what? And
Yeah,
the thing is this,
shots fired, man.
you may hate this song, but you all know the lyrics. That's all I'm going to say.
There aren't a lot of them, though.
I also know there's lyrics to Baby Shark, and I hate that song too.
No,
I know the Lord's Prayer, yet I'm an agnostic.
I like Baby Shark better than...
all right, I'm going to score next. Because
I'm giving myself a 10, clearly,
Clearly.
I'm
with
go-
justification.
okay,
Annotation.
I'm giving you a 10. I love this song. I agree 100%. I think you're correct. You're absolutely correct. I think that if you did have a list of songs about animals, this would be right up there with one of the most popular
Absolutely
songs.
correct.
I really think it would be. So yes, I gave you a 10.
Thank you, Kathy.
All right, Kat.
Uh-oh.
Of the dueling Kathy.
I heard it in the
Absolutely
dueling
correct.
Cathys.
100%.
You're
You need
absolutely
to
correct.
edit that one and make it a little bit more oomph. I'm gonna give it a 5 because it met the category and I hate the song. Sorry. Just two.
So, my favorite.
That might be my
part-
lowest score in
Short to the
months.
point.
My favorite part about this game and the fact that I'm sitting across from Ken, as soon as the songs goes, I get the
Laser.
it's the look from across the table.
JP, why don't you go next?
First of all, I love the history. That in itself was worth listening
Absolutely.
through the song.
I did
Just
not
the
know
history.
that it was originally in 1939.
And I also saw the Broadway show,
Yeah.
Lion King. It was impressive.
Since then, by the way, I've seen Aladdin and Wicked. So I need to go back for something else.
Well, I've got to see Aladdin, but I have seen Wicked. In fact, I saw Wicked when my cousin's kid was playing Morrible, the nasty
nice.
school marm. Yeah, and that was cool. And then we got a backstage tour, which was an incredible.
wow.
That was an incredible experience being on stage at the Gershwin.
Yeah.
So now I can tell people that I've been on stage on Broadway. So looking at all of that, come on.
Tough crowd.
So
Today.
Considering all of those things, and I want to continue doing your graduation,
Yeah.
I give it an 8.
To fit our criteria, it does fit. It mentions a lion. Is it one of those songs that I would turn off on the radio? No. I do. And, you know, we all know it. We've all heard it.
I said I wouldn't
It's
turn
been
it
played.
up.
No.
But I would leave it on.
Right.
I admit that,
I don't need to turn it up. I'd sing to it.
Yeah.
You all were.
We all were bebopping and moving to it, and just.
I wasn't.
Yes.
I blew my brains
Well,
out.
most of us. Most of us. And everybody knows the lyrics. When it comes on, those first couple of notes, you know exactly what this song is.
Absolutely.
And I do like the song. It's a fun song to have around. I am going to give it an 8.
Okay.
Well, I do not have any sentimental attachments.
Do you not like
whatsoever.
The Lion King?
I probably I've never seen it like the live Lion King.
It was something to see.
The
I thought
original
It was a
Disney Lion
spectacular,
King like twice in
even
my
the
life. It's
movie
not
was
something I
great.
watch repeatedly.
The original movie.
The original, not the remake. Remakes. You know, they kind of.
Yeah.
And I know the song, and it's like a fun, silly song, but I would turn it off if it was on, and it was my choice to listen to it or not. But
May you be cursed with the lion sleeps tonight in your head every day.
Don't put that bad juju on me, man.
Nice.
No,
Nice
the
psychology
the
there.
Buffalo song is going to be
The
in
Buffalo
your head.
song.
You know,
What-
it's
you know, what do you-
Tuesday, and we go to Mass at St. Mary's on Tuesdays, and I'm going to do some extra prayers to counteract that bad juju. So I'm going with a 7.5.
Well, listen, you scarred me with Katy Perry and Snoop Dogg, so I will never forget that.
Who I can't stand. I don't like.
And I don't know why you ever
I don't
picked
even
that.
like Katy Perry.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get past the bad juju thing. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Ken?
Jujubes?
I think Jay's song was better.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate that.
Sincere.
Yeah, I can tell.
From the heart.
The first 3 notes, I'd be changing that on my radio. I just heard it too many times.
Well, it's not the song's fault that you've heard it too many times.
It's too obvious of a pick for this category.
Yeah, but it had a personal meaning.
They're all obvious.
And the lead singer.
Let me finish, damn it.
I
The
gave you
lead
a
singer's a
history.
real jerk, Jay. The guy that sings this from the Tokens.
Jesus.
He's a jerk.
Christ.
Is he dead?
He is now, but he was alive up to a
Just
couple years
kicking
ago.
them when they're down.
Oh, sorry. When somebody's dead.
You know, I
Poor
mean,
guy.
Sorry.
Ken, you were saying?
Before you were rudely.
Your background on that song is going to increase the score by several points.
Oh,
Several.
So
points.
your work paid off. Maybe, I don't know. But basically, if you're at an event or a celebration or a carnival or anything,
This song-
and this song comes on, this is when you stop everything to take that break to go to the bathroom. Right? Yeah, I immediately at the beginning I was going to give it a 4, but because you did your work, you were up to a 6, my brother.
Whoa.
you said several points.
He started at a 4.
He started at a 4.
But no, several is more than 2.
All right, he started at a 3.5.
All right.
Yeah, I started at 3.5. Yeah.
Not to be picky, but, you know, it's that math
We
thing.
used to sing that song when I went to Girl Scout camp. It wasn't exactly like this, but it was a version of it. That's how old.
Right after Kumbaya?
I'm not gonna.
You know how? So when I
no,
start looking up
Kumbaya's
stuff,
later.
the only one that I did not go to the REM or the NSYNC version, clearly because I could care less about those. But the Jimmy Fallon one.
That would have been interesting.
Was
yeah.
that with Roots? I didn't see that. Did the Roots play like?
They did it on Saturday. They did it.
It was
on,
a Saturday Night Live thing,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it would have been the jazz band.
Because
behind
I like
it,
when
yeah.
he has the Roots play with like
The little
with
tiny
with
instruments?
songs. Yeah,
Yeah.
the little.
How long ago was that? Because SNL hasn't been funny in about 20 years.
Well, once in a
Well,
while.
Jimmy
it
Fallon's
kind
been
of-
on the Tonight Show for over a decade now, hasn't he? I mean, he's been.
Yeah.
When you think about it, he's
Well
been on
over,
the Tonight
yeah.
Show a long time. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do we beat up now?
Okay, who's the next victim?
I'm leaving.
chasing rabbits, and you know you're going to fall. Tell 'em a hookah, smoking caterpillar, has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small.
Mine.
That was a quick one.
All right. First of all, it gets extra
My
points
turn.
because it's shorter than mine.
My turn. Well, there's longer versions. I chose that one because this group doesn't like long songs. They like short
Good
songs.
point. Well, that's so you can get on top 40.
No, I don't mind longer songs. There was one, though, that was so painful, and I can't remember the name of it, but I
Yes.
thought we were here for 3 weeks listening to it.
That was what Peter picked that
Yes,
week.
I remember. I was like 11 minutes or something crazy. It was insane.
The song I was going to pick
And it
for
was a
this was
Stevie
11.
Wonder song, too.
Oh, that's what it was. That's remember. Okay, that's yeah.
The song I was going to pick for this one was 11 and a half minutes long, and I'm like, you know what? I can't do that to you guys.
I'm
Thank
sure
you.
you could.
I couldn't do that to myself. Like I wouldn't. I don't know.
Well, that one I
That
could
one.
have. But.
Unless you're trying to just kill time, I guess.
Jay, the song that I picked was "Do I Do," the album version.
Oh,
By
yes.
Stevie Wonder.
Wow.
That was it.
Well, that goes on the list of what do DJs play when they have to go.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the bathroom.
okay.
Exactly.
Or when Ken is setting up the microphones and we're late, we don't show up.
Yeah, I used to use
He's
Dave to
looking out the
Confused by
window and
Zeppelin
he's
for those
texting.
trips.
Yeah. So anyway, White Rabbit, Grace Slick, Jefferson Airplane. She had written it earlier. There were several different versions of it. It was recorded by several different people. I could look it up and tell you who it is, but you won't remember anyway. Neither will I, so it doesn't really matter. It did score in several different lists in Canada, the UK, the United States. It was in the top 10. However, the reason why it was so popular in the beginning, it was really one of the first, if not the first, that sort of snuck in the drug culture. And there's differing opinions on what the song is really about. We know what it's really about, taking pills and getting tall and getting short and whatever. But she said it was about Alice's need for curiosity and learning new things and empowering women, not having their Prince Charming. Because, of course, in Alice in Wonderland, one of the few fairy tales that doesn't involve having the kiss and living happily ever after. It's just about curiosity. But the other is that it was really supposed to be a warning to parents about the drug culture. So there's so many stories about this song and what it really means. I just like the music in it. I like the intro. I like the background. I like the bass. I like the sound of the music, the instrumental. And I like the song. So I get a 10. That's okay. Go, hit me. Ouch.
I thought of that song as
Oh
one of my
God,
selections.
Me too.
Yeah, that was in there too.
Me too.
The day we start thinking alike is
Well,
really...
that
It
day
didn't
has
make
come
the
and
cut,
gone.
but yeah.
Yeah. Also, believe it or not, when I used to sing, that was one of the songs I would perform and I could hit it. So
I'd like to see that.
I'll bet you sounded just like
I
Grace
think
Slick.
I think if I have a week or two
You
of
look like
practice
her.
and build up, I could probably hit it again.
Could we set him up to do a solo at graduation
I
day?
think we should do a making the list karaoke version
I had a
where we all have to sing
Oh,
our
God.
song.
I had a 3-octave range. I would go from Styx to Barry White.
Wow.
So yeah,
was
I don't
one
hate
mine.
the song. It's one that I thought was good enough that I would perform it. That's why I bring that up. I considered it as a choice. She's going to outscore all you guys. I'm giving you an 8 on that one.
Oh,
Ooh.
an 8 from Ken. Write down Ken next to it so we know because that.
I think it might be the highest score he's given in
Months.
A while, except for himself.
I have
except for himself. Yeah.
I have to be
Yes.
truthful when I vote. You know, that's
Yeah,
a song
me
I
too.
perform. And,
Even to
and-
my detriment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, then I think you're up, Pete.
Okay. I like the song. And I appreciate the short version, so I'm giving it a 7.
Jay.
Jay?
64 buffaloes. Buffaloes in my room.
It's already gone by, Jay.
Romping all around and stomping all around. Somebody better get a broom.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
8. Absolutely, 8.
Are you hitting the Buffaloes with the broom?
Wow.
I don't know.
You know,
It's not what we're doing with the broom.
Okay.
No.
Kathy, I
Still can't get a slap.
Actually,
scene
I
out of my
like this
vision
song.
whenever I hear that.
I love, like you said, the music is.
It's classic.
It's definitely
Yeah.
a classic. You know, again, that's one of those songs that first couple of tones, you know exactly what the song is.
I love the beginning.
Yes.
That's my.
I can name that tune in 3 beats.
Yeah, I think most people can.
And whether you know them as Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, or just as Starship, great band, great music came out of all them name changes throughout
Why
the
did they
years.
keep changing the name?
I think it was legal reasons.
Also, band members
No?
came and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's happened with all kinds of bands. And they
Jefferson
don't-
Airplane was when they had props.
and then
then
Jefferson
they had-
Starship was.
Well, that was that came out after
A little
Star
high.
Trek.
I was going to say on drugs. I was going to say it. I mean, how did they change the name?
Starships flew through space. They wanted to evolve.
Were they looking for the
Hence-
Hale-Bopp comet? I mean, what are we doing?
Hence how this song came about, you know?
Did they have a crystal ball with Elon Musk or something like that? Starship.
Starship.
Yeah.
Were the men? I won't say what I was
Yes.
going to say.
But I'm going with an 8.5.
Ooh.
I do like the song. That's one of those songs that I will turn up on the radio.
I'll turn it up.
Yep.
Yes.
Smell an upset coming.
Yep.
Hope?
Okay, so I do like the song. I don't love the song, but I do think it's a good one of what we've heard thus far. It's definitely the best. So I'm going with an 8.
It was the song that I was going to pick if I didn't pick the one I did.
Uh-oh.
So 9.5.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's going to
Kathy,
be tough.
you could be a two-time winner here in a row.
Could be a back-to-back.
She's
Call-
like,
call her up
somebody
on
else
Thursday.
get a better score. I don't want to pick a category.
Ready for the next one?
We are.
Next.
Something knocked me out the trees. Now I'm a man.
that was without any warm up there.
Shock the Monkey is a song by Peter Gabriel. It was released in September '82 as the first single from his fourth self-titled studio album under the title of Security. Everybody thought this was about animal rights, but he said it's a love song that examines how jealousy can release one's basic instincts. The monkey is not a literal monkey, but a metaphor for one's feeling of jealousy. Gabriel has mentioned the song's lyrical motif was inspired by King Kong's lightning powers in the film King Kong vs. Godzilla 1962. I like it because Peter Gabriel was super hot in the early 80s and one of the first mainstays of MTV when it first came out. And just the sound of Peter Gabriel, all his songs off his first 2 or 3 albums after leaving Genesis was just absolutely just wild sounds, and it revolutionized music because the synth pop of that song is just awesome. I give myself a 10.
Yeah, you would. wait, I gave myself a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you spoke, so no. You spoke, so no.
Your turn.
It's your time to shock the monkey.
First of all, I was always a fan of Genesis through the 70s and loved that. And then of course Phil Collins really took that, and his percussion abilities and voice took all of Genesis to the moon. And Peter Gabriel was, of course, riding that wave. That was part of that whole great piece of music through that time. Loved it. And on the other hand, I do clearly remember a radio program where they ran all day long and says, we're not going to play anything that has anything to do with Phil Collins in it. And it was in the early 80s, and they didn't have anything to play. So, because Collins was, it was everywhere. Now, that was a good song. Although when it first started, you're right. You hear the first 3 beats and you know what the song is.
Yep.
Pat Benatar once said that's how you know when you have a hit. If you know the name of the song in the first 3 beats of that song, it's going to be a hit. So, yeah, I got to give that one an 8.
Thank you, Jay.
As I was saying, I'm not a huge fan of Peter Gabriel.
No, my ears are still bleeding.
Yeah, not a big fan of the voice. He does have some good songs, but a lot of them all sound the same, though.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No
I was
different
like,
tone
isn't
in
this
his
Sledgehammer?
voice. Yeah, and the same beat and
oh no, Sledgehammer is
everything.
Completely different motif on it.
Yeah, but
something with "In Your Eyes," one of the biggest songs of all time.
Well, we're not judging that.
Yes,
I
we're
know.
not judging
I'm
that
just
song.
saying.
It's just the poor monkey. I don't know what he did to deserve to be shocked, but
See, you're still stuck on
there's a couple of ways you could
Everybody
take
thought that was an animal rights song, and it wasn't.
But I'm going to go with a 7.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, before we go on, I do have to duck out the door. I apologize.
So what's
for
his
that,
average?
but,
What are you getting? So you have to pick an average score to give the rest
what
of the
scores
song.
did you give out?
So far, he's been giving 8s.
Yeah, I think 8's your average.
see, now you're asking me to judge the people in the room. Did you do yours yet?
Nope.
2.
Oh,
I didn't do mine yet. No fair.
No, that's not fair. No, a 7. All right, there's my 7. Put down me a 7 for the rest.
7 average.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll listen for as long as I can. But thanks, everybody. Thanks for having me. I will
Bye,
be
Jay.
back.
We'll be in touch.
See you, Jay.
All right, I
who's
shall
up?
return.
You said thank you.
So Peter Gabriel's like kind of nostalgic for me. I like that song. Of the ones we've heard so far, I would probably keep that on the radio the longest before I decided to change it. So I'm going with an 8.
I think Peter Gabriel should have stayed with Genesis and maybe not broken off to start his own. I mean, I guess he made a lot of money, but
He made a ton of money in the early 80s on his solo albums.
Phil Collins as a solo artist, I get. The other.
Peter
no.
Gabriel. But Peter Gabriel, the thing was, he was innovative in the genre, and he pushed music and he really...
Well, he used the same beat for every song.
Not really, no. He cultivated the big 80s sound.
I'll go with a 7. Although I don't even realize that because it's not even about an animal. It's shooting the monkey. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shocking it.
Shocking the
Shocking.
We were shooting the
Whatever.
buffalo.
I know. What's all this violence? Here I am,
Violence
the
against
lion
animals.
I know, we're
sleeping,
shooting.
okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm picking the lion sleeping. All you guys are violent. What's going on here?
No,
You
well,
weren't
I was
violent.
into, but I was into drugs.
So there you go.
Yeah, you're right.
Just want you to know the superintendent picked the only wholesome song so far today that did not refer to drugs or death.
You get points for that.
All right. But I'll leave my 7.
Yeah, I'm going with a 7, and I found it monotonous and annoying more than anything. But I appreciate it. I have to say this, I love Peter's choices because I think they're really, first of all, Peter thinks outside of the box, and he does. He thinks differently than a lot of us, but he really goes with what his gut tells him. I don't think Peter picks things that he thinks we're going to like.
I don't pander.
I think he really picks something that he believes in and that he really likes. And I appreciate that, Peter.
So you
I
gave
think
him a
you
what?
do a good job. I gave him a 7.
And so it's just Ken that's left?
Yep.
Yep.
I hate primates. I do not like monkeys.
I don't like monkeys either, but I still like the
Seriously.
song.
I don't even like the song, Peter.
Really?
Yeah, I just one I didn't care for when it came out. Sledgehammer, I grew to appreciate that.
And
one,
you
but I
who
didn't
likes,
like
wait a
them
minute, you
when
who
they
likes techno pop dance music doesn't like this song.
don't.
And that's what that song is.
Yeah, I just don't care for it.
Wow. Okay.
But it does mention an animal, although we're torturing it.
Maybe it's not like with an electric shock. Maybe they did something that was shocking to the
Did you
monkey.
read
the
the
thing is-
description
the thing
about
is-
what the
thing
artist
is-
says about the song?
Thing is, I
It's not about shocking a monkey at all.
It's not about a monkey.
It's about jealousy.
well, so many people thought it was about shocking the monkey. They even mentioned Stanley Milgram in this article. Okay,
I understand that, but he wrote a song about that later on in his career.
But how can it be, if you read that, how can it be
wrote another song about a
about
monkey.
King
I
Kong's
guess.
lightning power?
Obsessive much.
So if it's shocking the monkey and King Kong has lightning power in his fight against Godzilla, is King Kong shocking himself? Think about it.
It's more than I need to think.
well, Kong,
Now you've taken some.
Kong
you've
in
taken s-
Japanese means stupid. Wait
Wait a minute. You've taken some of Jefferson Airplane's pills.
We went down that rabbit hole.
Down the road.
But the thing is, I like Peter Gabriel. Yeah. In Your Eyes, we had mentioned that one. But this song is definitely not on that same caliber. If it comes on the radio, I'd change the channel immediately.
Immediately.
Oh, see, I don't.
But this pick was better than some of the other picks I've heard today, so I'm going with 7.5.
Oh, he's up there today, folks. He's up there.
All right.
Must be the Florida.
All right,
sun.
so we've got 4 songs in, 3 to go. It's 9:03, top of the close to top of the hour.
I have to take off shortly.
All right.
Unfortunately, the 4-letter word
Oh, okay. The one that
comes into
starts
work.
with W.
Yes, W.
All right.
And it's a
All right.
work
John-
calls.
John's not available to take care of that problem.
No.
So before we even head there, in the first hour, we kind of briefly mentioned it when Jay first came on. We have a beer fest coming up.
Yes.
Are we all sold out for that, or is it
No,
still,
there's
okay.
still tickets
So
available.
let's talk about it.
WhipCityBrewFest.com. We have, right now, we have 25 confirmed breweries. And bands all day long, vendors, food trucks. It's just a big festival. Even if you're not a beer drinker and you want to come out and support a good cause for the Amelia Park Children's Museum, come out and join us.
All right. How much does it cost? How do you go to it?
You can get the tickets at WhipCityBrewFest.com and go through Eventbrite. There are 2 tiers. There are the VIP tickets, which will probably be sold out within the next couple of days.
Right.
And that gets you in an hour early to without the
Less
crowds.
crowded.
And
then-
that is very advantageous because you get to talk a little bit more in depth with
To the
some of
brewers,
these
yeah.
brewers and the representatives there. Yes, yep.
Yeah.
So we've got VIP tickets are $55 and general admission tickets are $45. And 100% of the proceeds go to the Amelia Park Children's Museum.
What if I'm a designated driver and I'm going with a group of friends? And I'm not
It's a
drinking?
$20 ticket
Okay.
to get in.
Worth it for the band.
Yes, it
because,
is.
I know I do sound with Jay for this,
Yep.
and we've had great bands show up.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
it's gonna be a good time. We've got tents for everything. There's a stage. North Elm Butcher Block will be there with their barbecue, making sliders, and Skyline Beer Company will have their pretzels, and I think they're bringing cookies too. So nothing wrong with a good.
Yeah,
good
I was set up across the way from Butcher Block the entire time last year, and all I could smell was there.
Barbecue.
Oh my
The
gosh.
smoke from the smoker.
And
just
you know
driving by.
the good thing about
like,
this
oh.
event is all the breweries come and donate their product to this event. So we have some great corporations in town who have stepped up as our presenting sponsor is Tin Bridge Brewing Company. Our glass sponsor is Bright Ideas Brewing on the north side. Westfield Bank, Westfield Gas and Electric, First and Adams, JP Lighting and Sound, Taylor Rental. Gives us a great discount. If anything you guys need for any of your events, Greg and his crew over there do a great job. And the city of Westfield has, basically if they have given us not a carte blanche, but they watch us closely, but they
They've
work
been a
with
huge
us.
help.
They work with us on this event, and it's down on Central Street, right downtown, behind the police station. It's going to be a great day.
All right, and what time does it start again?
It starts at noon and ends at 5.
Not bad.
Nope.
I also have a lot of events coming up if you have time.
Sure, Kathy, for you.
Well, we have at the Westfield Women's Club coming up this weekend is Lexi, am I saying it, Weege?
Yep, Lexi Weege.
She and her band.
Is she there with the Wonder Twins?
They are performing
J.J. Slater and the Twins.
Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock at the Westfield Women's Club. That's Sunday. You can get tickets at the Westfield Women's Club website, not the Westfield Theater Group. We also have the Pine Hill Cemetery Ghost Tour, talking with, it's a grave matter that they're talking with people that were important to the city of Westfield. That is June 1st during the day, and then it will be June 2nd.
She did it.
What did I do?
Yeah. You got 3 looks from people up there.
It's a grave. It's a grave matter.
No,
It's a grave
they
matter.
no, that it's a grave,
not
a
give
grave
a look.
talk. That was their. No, I didn't pick that. They did. That is on June 1st. You can get tickets at on Pine Hill Cemetery website, and the rain date is June 2nd. Westfield Theater Group has a mystery dinner coming up at Shortstop. I believe it is Friday the 14th. I'm not exactly sure, but for more information, go on the Westfield Theater Group website. So go on the Women's Club website, Theater Group website, or the Pine Hill Cemetery website to find out what things are coming up in the city of Westfield. Thank you. This message will delete. Beep.
Are we doing PSAs?
And anybody else?
I mean, St. Mary's has our usual graduation and prom and all that fun stuff, but no big events coming up.
No craft sales or anything like that?
No, not till fall. No, we just had our gala, and now I'm exhausted.
Well, whatever
Which
you're
was
doing
amazing. Our next gala, though, is already in place. I can plug that for folks who want to save the date. May 3rd, 2025. It will be a Kentucky Derby theme. And we will have some prizes
Do
for
you have any
those
hats
who want to
I have hats.
dress for the Derby.
Black and white. Got them.
So we're working with Tacoma on a little southern spin for our event next year.
Nice.
All right.
Well, I was
You
gonna
got
say,
anything?
Whatever you're doing Friday, Tigers Pride is open from 10:45 to 12:15. It's their last senior buffet. It's the European breakfast buffet.
Okay, let's go over this menu.
English
That's what
ham?
That's what I'm saying. So the soups are Irish stew and cauliflower leek soup.
I've had their Irish stew before.
What is that?
It's meat and potatoes and
Okay.
and carrot. Yeah.
They have a caprese salad, garden salad, fruit platter, but the entrees, they have a crepe station.
Ooh.
I was talking with Chef Rogers just a few weeks ago when we were filming Chef Showdown in there.
Yeah.
And he had gone away someplace during school vacation week. And oh, wow, he saw this crepe maker. So it's like, okay, I needed to get it. So that is why they're
they're
making
doing
crepes. Now,
crepe.
this is coming off a real crepe machine. It's not something they're doing in a pan back there.
Right.
So
So they also have cinnamon buns, Norwegian Benedict. Now, what does that mean?
Oh, I wonder if
It's,
it's.
uh,
I wonder if
got
it's
salmon on it?
I wonder if it's salmon on a.
Eggs
yeah.
Benedict with salmon.
Could be,
not,
yeah.
not a favorite fan of that. I don't know if I can do that.
See, and I
I don't
love.
like.
It's worth a
I don't
shot.
like hollandaise sauce.
That's why I went on a cruise. I try all these foods that I wouldn't normally try.
I usually like their Benedicts that they make down.
How about an Irish Benedict? What would that be made with? You think?
Corned beef?
corned beef?
Yeah.
Or hash or...
Listen, I'm a big fan of eggs Benedict. I'm sorry you don't like hollandaise sauce.
I
but,
don't.
then they have a
like
spinach
eggs.
and mushroom quiche, potato and cheddar pierogies.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
Okay, I'll be showing my face down here on Friday.
I'll be here Friday. Just
Yep.
saying. Then they have carved ham, right, with glazed bacon, sausage, and home fries. So it's a breakfast. The sides, mushrooms and onions, asparagus and garlic, ham and cheese croissants. And I don't even know how to say that. You got that one on the bottom? What's that?
Oh, dear Lord.
That's not Polish.
No, I don't know what it is.
No, that's not Polish.
Zemiakovi Plaki.
Oh. I don't know.
F Vlad.
Not me.
Beats me.
And then the desserts are eclairs, tiramisu, a torte, chocolate croissants, baklava, macaroons, and cannoli.
Oh, they're baklavas
I
to
love
die for down
baklava.
there.
So, all you can eat buffet, $15 on Friday. 564-3123 if you'd like to make a reservation.
And you do
And I
want to
suggest
do
a
reservations for this.
because you will not, if you just show up at the door, it is unlikely they will be able to sit you.
Wow.
Right.
Their buffets are very, very popular.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, last week I ate there. I had chicken française, and it was the most
Right.
moist chicken that it was just delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, I went there the following day. I ended up getting the...
Get the meatloaf?
No, I didn't get the meatloaf. Well, I've had the meatloaf like twice before already.
Yeah.
Especially the bacon wrapped one.
Oh, yeah.
But I got the Rachel...
Yeah, how was that? You said you were going to get
croissant
that.
sandwich.
How was it?
It was great. It came with a side of fruit salad and,
Yeah.
and a pickle, and I was... Well,
Full.
I'm not eating much now, but
So you were full.
I was full, and I'm dreading this buffet, but I'm going to push myself to... I got room over in the corner here. I'm just going to drag a couch chair.
Over here to take a nap.
I'm going to take a nap
one little
afterwards.
spoon of everything, like literally one bite of everything.
I'm excited for
Try
the
it.
potato and cheddar pierogies. Really, I'm curious
That
how they
sounds
made
good.
I want to see how
Yeah,
they
that
do
sounds
that.
good, yeah.
too.
Because
That's
to get
such a
that
great
dough,
combo.
right,
Yes.
it takes a little bit of work.
And we're Polish, so we appreciate pierogies
Yeah.
and a properly made one as well.
Yeah, I use the sour cream in my dough.
You do?
Yeah,
You make pierogies?
yes, I do.
He does.
Yeah.
I like sour cream on a pierogi.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had any pierogies, Ken. I'm just saying.
Mm.
For you.
No, he's never brought
We
us
should do a
any.
Okay,
pop-up
all right.
one day, and
You
each
know,
bring
and I've brought
something
him
from our
stuff.
heritage.
I've brought.
We've never had pierogies.
I've left things. Yep.
Heard.
Had
All right.
nothing. Just saying. I brought you hamburger.
Dziękuję pan. Yeah. Okay, so we killed off enough time. When are you leaving, Rick?
Shortly.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I have to leave.
So we get one more song in with you?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
So,
right after this song, I do have to bolt.
all right, let's see who we beat up next.
If you didn't care, what happened to me? And I didn't care. But you, we would zigzag away through the boredom and pain, occasionally glancing up through the rain, wondering which of the buggers to blame. And watching for pigs on the wing. know that I care. What happens to you? And I know that you care. For me too. So I don't feel alone, or the weight of the stone. Now that I've found somewhere safe to bury my bones. And any fool knows a dog needs a home. A shelter from pigs on the wing.
Yeah. We're on.
Ouch.
You either like Pink Floyd or you do not like Pink Floyd.
It's not about Pink Floyd. It's about that song.
So originally I was going to do Pigs, Three Little Ones, but it's 11 and a half minutes long in order to get the full feeling of the song. This was Pigs on the Wing parts 1 and 2. Now, the song
There's a
mentioned...
second part to that?
Did you want to hear it?
I feel like we just heard 12 parts.
Technically, the part right after the guitar solo, that's where part 2 starts. So, the song mentions pigs. It mentions a dog. Ironically, it comes from an album called Animals. And on this album, you have the Pigs on the Wing, 1 and 2. Pigs, Three Little Ones. You have a song called Sheep. You have a song called Dogs. And it's a concept album from 1977. One goes right through the other. So when you actually listen to the damn album, everything makes sense. And it's one of those that you just sit down with a drink or a doob or whatever and you just chill out to it.
You have to with Pigs on a Wing.
You do.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
Now, Pigs on the Wing, it's actually an old war saying for enemy pilots that are in your blind spot. And they use that term to describe the bureaucracy and the government and the man through that entire album. If you ever listen to it, the Pigs, Three Little Ones, actually calls the man Pig Man. So that's just trivia. I'm not trying to hype up the song because I know it was going to be the lowest song of the day. But because of the way it matches the criteria, and I love Pink Floyd, I'm giving myself a 10. May the beatings commence.
All right.
I have to wake up.
I will go
before
because that's it. Because
Wake up, Rick.
I like Pink Floyd. I just don't like that song. It's almost something that should be played in a lounge filled with smoke and you can't see anything.
What kind of smoke, Rick? What kind of smoke?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sweet, sweet smoke.
Yes.
Nobody likes that song outside of the album.
The Jamaican Cilantro.
Yeah.
I gotta, even though it's Floyd, I've got to give it a 6. That's even being generous for that.
I'm going 5.
Ooh.
I'm still sleeping.
As I said, like I got hit by an elephant.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'd like to hear the Buffalo song again.
Yeah. Bring back the Buffalo, man. I'll take 64 of them. I'll take
None of you people
128
appreciate
of them.
any Floyd that came out prior to Dark Side of the Moon.
I think the Buffalo
don't.
song has
It's
become
not
a
my thing.
benchmark.
Just
Yes.
prior,
Yes.
Yeah.
just prior to that, like the album Metal, which was another concept album, which you have to listen all the way through because the songs on that album average about 15 minutes long. Yeah.
But Kenny, like you said, either you like Pink Floyd or
Yeah.
you do not like Pink Floyd.
yeah. And
I
there's-
like Pink
I
Floyd.
don't dislike Pink Floyd.
I like Pink Floyd. I just
You can't not like Pink Floyd and don't appreciate or get anything prior to Dark Side of the Moon, though. which was right before the wall.
I don't agree with that statement.
So I'm going with a
Just do it. Just rip it off.
6.
Yeah, I was kind of in with a 6 too.
Kathy?
The only way I could give it a good score is if it had cats. 6.
I don't think Pink Floyd
And
has
I do
any.
like
Then I'm in.
I don't think Floyd has
And
any.
then, he gets a 7.
JP gets a 7.
7.
Yeah, okay.
I can show Rick the last two and he can score them in here or something.
One of them's mine. So
10.
10.
you missed.
Yep.
I hope you're keeping score today, Pete, because I
Damn
think
it.
I messed
Yep.
up.
That's
There was a song by Floyd that mentions a cat.
Aw.
And it's back when Sid Barrett was still with the group in the 60s.
You would have got a
That's way
10.
And he talks about the
Kathy.
ship's cat.
The ships.
But because Sid Barrett was involved with this, I don't think anything about the song would make sense to anyone. He was the one who was committed to the Funny Farm. Yeah.
Speaking of animals,
Yeah, I was just
Yes.
going to say.
Funny Farm.
25. Yes, I got it.
that was worse than a grave matter.
That gets a move.
That was
I didn't say it. I just
Now I'm
pointed
feeling
it
like
out.
I could have picked like Bulls on Parade and done
Yes.
better than that.
all right.
Love that song.
So I was actually going to pick that too.
I
but
love that song.
But I
and
was thinking
like, who's
we had.
I do try to pick something I like, but I'm not going to pick something I know like is going to tank with everybody. And I did not think Bulls on Parade would do so well.
Would have done well with me.
Thank you.
Okay.
So we got Rick's song and someone else's left,
Me.
Yep.
and Hope. We got a lot of time, Pete. Cam, what's going on here?
We had all 2-minute songs. This
Short
week.
songs.
Yeah, I got a short song
Well, that's
too.
They're all
because
2:30s.
I got a
Nobody
short
likes the
song.
long ones. We all fall asleep for the long ones.
I think my song was the longest at 4 minutes.
We have time for.
Wow.
You know what? We have time to hear Manamana.
I was just
Oh
going to
my
say that. Oh my
gosh.
God, I'm thinking like you. This is really
Rick's
not gonna
out.
happen.
No, we want that in your head before you go to work. Sorry, what's that? We want it in your head before you go to work,
Go
so you can
for
play
it.
it.
Find it.
Ooh, I might not have it on this laptop. I'm sure Pete has it on his
Pete,
library,
you must
though.
have it.
I'd rather hear Baby Shark. Oh.
Actually, there's a better version of it.
But
Hold on.
that's not an animal song other than it features animal.
That's the original. I like the Muppet one better.
I've just turned this.
Oh, where's my Muppet?
You ever heard of the band Cake?
Muppet Show. There it is. I knew I had it on here somewhere.
I'd like to hear Pitbull do a version. That I could get behind, a Pitbull version of that.
You've heard of this song, right?
Yes.
That's Cake.
Yes. I played that for something. I picked that song for something or other.
You said Cake, right?
Yeah, the name of the band is called Cake.
I remember them.
I
Was the name of the show Herman's Head?
No, it was Chuck.
I do remember Herman's Head, though.
Why have we gone to cake?
I don't know, because they were
We're
playing
just going
Phenomena.
rogue.
You know, we're
going
on
rogue
Phenomena,
right now.
and we have a general consensus in here that we like the Muppet version better.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the light. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
What's that from?
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the
He's
curtain
on a
on the
tangent
Muppet
now.
Show tonight.
We gotta go back.
We always come here. I guess we'll never know. It's like some kind of torture to have to watch the show.
I've never heard this version
Now
before.
let's get things started. Why don't you get things started? It's time to get things started on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, motivational. This is what we call a Muppet Show.
I used to like the Muppet Show. Did you watch that?
I did. Yes,
As a
I
kid?
love the Muppets. I
Did you
actually
watch
have a DVD set of Muppet
Didn't
shows.
something with the Muppets come out recently? Like another movie or another... Oh, no, it was a couple years ago the Muppet Show came back. And
It was on one of the streaming
Yeah, it
services.
streamed. I don't remember on what. You're right,
HBO or
Peter.
something?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Do you remember
on.
Fraggle Rock?
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
asking the question.
I didn't watch it, but my brother absolutely had to, and I lost the television for that, and I resent him to this day
for
because of it.
Red and Mowgli.
Yeah, yeah.
I
The
remember.
interesting thing about the Muppets is that I think it was a new idea because it appealed to both adults and children.
Yes.
It had some really very adult humor in it. That you know, when you think about the hecklers and all that going on, and then the people they had on there, they had Michael Caine, they had Carol Burnett, they had every personality you could think of.
I
So
have
it
a
was
stuffed
new idea.
Fozzie Bear.
You do?
Do you? You have
He's
a
got the little
Fozzie?
press hat on.
You have a Fozzie Bear.
Do you remember that song? You have to. And it kind of makes my ears bleed, but it's Kermit singing. Come on. What is it?
What,
Rainbow Connection.
Rainbow
Rainbow
Connection.
Connection.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there was one in the Muppet movie that Wade
They had
and
Muppet
Jennings
movies
that I
then, too.
loved. I don't know.
I liked the Muppet
did.
Caper. The
Hmm?
Great Muppet Caper.
Do you know we have a parody of that song, Rainbow Connection?
Do
Is that
you?
for the Bobby G Company show for Danny
I'm afraid
Nason?
to ask.
Why are there so many songs by Dan Mason? And who is this special guy? Someday you'll find it, the Nason connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and Dan. Da 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 dee da da dum. Da 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 dum dee da roo.
That used to be. We used to do a segment called the Nason Connection, where Danny would pick a song every week for the Bobby G and Company show, and that's Jeremy Goff. That's Bobby's nephew.
I was going to ask who was singing that.
Yeah, it's Jeremy Goff. Talented guy.
That's cute. That's
Muppets
cute.
Muppets Now premiered July 31st, 2020.
Was it well received?
No.
I think it's an us generation
Yeah.
kind of thing. I don't.
Yeah.
Today's
My
kids
kids
are-
have no
Yeah,
interest.
and
Never
it
did.
and it was, you know, the Muppets interacting with live humans, and it just,
My daughter didn't even like Sesame Street, though.
yeah. You know, it's like, you know, when the Looney Tunes came back out about 20 years ago,
Yeah,
they
it's
just
not-
weren't the same.
I loved them. Growing up, I used to watch.
The ones from 20 years ago, though.
Yeah.
The ones we watched
20,
growing up
yeah.
were from 70 years ago.
Right, right.
Or not,
I
maybe
know.
not 70.
50.
I
50.
love the meme that goes around and it says, "All I learned about symphony, I learned from Bugs Bunny."
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it is true. Yeah.
And the same thing with the old Disney shows, with the symphony and the things they had in Fantasia. They don't do that.
No.
Back when I was a kid, when we rode to school on horseback, uphill both ways barefoot in 6 feet of snow.
How could they perform Fantasia back then? Did you have electricity even?
Well, you went outside and you wound something up outside your house, and the lights came on.
You put a wheel
Speaking
out.
of winding things up.
You put a wheel out in Moose Meadow Brook and it generated
There
electricity.
you go. Yeah, there was a mill there, Peter.
I know.
On my property, there was a mill built in the middle 1800s. It was the Atkins sawmill.
But you never had to turn the crank in the front
I
of the car
didn't
to
turn the
start
crank.
it,
No,
did
they
you?
didn't let women do those things
Oh,
in
'cause
those
it would
days.
snap back and
no,
break your
we
wrist.
were
You
inside
weren't
sewing and beating the hides.
butter.
Churning butter.
Yeah, churning the butter. Yeah, we churned a lot of butter. Yeah, milking the cows and the goats. The goats were the tough ones. I couldn't get down that low. It was tough. It was
Where
really
did it
tough.
all
There's
go
enough
wrong?
flow in that brook to operate a mill.
There was a dam there at
Oh
one
gosh,
point.
yes, they had a dam right on my property. Yep, it's in. If you go in, you know those 3 books they put out, the images of Westfield. In the second book, they have Atkins Dam. That's my yard. That's exactly where it was. Yeah, there was a large dam there. The brook is considered a navigable waterway by the state of Massachusetts because it runs all year. And don't forget that it powered the armory, the Falley Armory. And there was a grist mill up there further. The grist mill was on the east side of the brook, and they made them take it out because something was getting into the water. I don't remember quite what it was, but there were several mills. There was a whip factory up there. There was a whole community on that brook where the dam was. There was about 20 different houses. They had a post office. They had a general store. And it's all gone.
Was it all wiped out in the flood of '55?
No, it was wiped out when we bought 5 acres from the town of Montgomery to put up the Toccoa Reservoir. But when they built the Toccoa Reservoir, that was designed by Chapin, and the problem was when they built it, they didn't take the dirt down to the bedrock. They just filled the reservoir, and so the people in Westfield complained about the taste. They didn't like the water, and it wasn't too long afterwards that they built the Granville Reservoir, and then we had the second reservoir. There's another one, the Winchell? I've forgotten the name of it. But there were several small reservoirs.
You know, pay attention to this because this
There
affects
will-
you.
there
This
will be
is
a
near
test.
you.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is near you.
It is near him, isn't it?
It's a little bit.
You know they got rattlesnakes there?
Somebody was bit a few weeks ago.
I saw that. It wasn't me.
It was on the other side, though. It was on the street.
That is exactly why I don't go in the woods.
Well, if
Well-
I saw a rattlesnake, I would go the other way. You?
We had one. We had one in our yard. Yes, we did. We had one in the field, and we had to call the environmental police or something because you can't kill them if they know.
It's only illegal if you get caught.
But you'll be happy to know that no one has died of a rattlesnake bite in western Massachusetts since the 1700s.
That doesn't mean I want to get bit by one.
No, that's true. Our rattlesnakes are not really as highly poisonous as the
Yeah, I just don't like
rattlesnakes out
snakes.
west.
No, I don't
Can't
like
eat
little
them.
garter snakes.
No.
Nothing.
No, if I see a
snakes.
snake anywhere, I go running in the other direction like a little girl screaming.
I'm not far behind you.
I'm not keen on them.
I will push
And you know, I
out
bet
of
you I
the
could
way
run faster
and
than you
back
too. So
Well,
it'll.
I may have at one point when I was mowing my lawn ran over one by accident.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I did that with the weed trimmer.
It
I
was-
felt badly.
It was a bloody mess.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
next song. Speaking of
It was an
animals,
accident.
It's talking about animals and such.
Well, snakes aren't my favorite. My cats brought one in one day. And
Ah.
I handled it in a totally adult manner, very calmly. I jumped up on the couch and screamed my head off.
That's
It was
that would have been
very-
Kenny too.
Very adult. Very adult.
I just don't like snakes.
Same.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
We used to have the brown water snake. People think there's cottonmouths here, but there's what is it? Yeah, cottonmouths, but they're not. They look like it, but it's a brown water snake.
Which are more aggressive.
And they're very aggressive. If you see a water snake, get away.
And you can be in the Westfield River,
not
and
nice.
one of those SOBs, they'll skim right across the top of the water
They are
right
not-
at you.
They are not nice. They are not nice. They're not poisonous, but they have very long fangs, and your chances of getting a really bad infection are high. But I haven't seen any of those lately, and the reason
They
I
have
haven't
any
is
water that's not a pool.
we have the bald eagles, and that's one of their favorite foods.
This is good.
Yeah. I'm with Hope. The only body of water I go in is a swimming pool. I don't go in the
Well,
ponds.
I go in the ocean too.
I'll go halfway up my calf in the ocean, and that's it, because I can still see the bottom. But jumping in the Hamden Ponds or Congamon, no, I'm not going in there.
Speaking of, your pool looks great.
Thank you.
It's all ready and clean. It looks fabulous.
It's open about 3 weeks early.
Snake free.
When he makes us the Padoki.
That was last year.
It's
It's not open yet.
Right?
It's just to mess with you. It's not open until the 21st.
There you go.
I won't be opening mine till the end of the month.
However, I have looked under the cover. It is that clear, so I'm really anxious to get it open. But we need better weather too. Like I hope we have a better summer than last summer.
Yeah.
From what I hear, it's going to be another wet summer.
That's not great.
No, not for us.
I mean, last year we had so much rain in the summer. I actually had to drain my pool.
Yeah, August I barely used my pool because, solar and everything. Hey, look at this. It's 9:36. I think we might have killed enough time.
All right.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Okay.
It's not Thursday. I see who's in the control room there.
Who's in the control room?
Yes, he knows. He's just popping in to say hello.
All right.
You can go on set if you want to.
We have an open chair.
There's a free chair. Go on in there.
Yeah.
All right. I tried.
The other half of Superintendent Spotlight.
Yes. Yeah, he's here on the wrong day.
They're broadcasting Thursday from the Boys and Girls Club. Right, Pete? Hopefully?
Yeah, I got to get over there and make sure everything's working.
I haven't been pulled into that, so obviously I'm...
No, it's just a regular thing.
Okay.
Do an SRT call over to here, like I did
okay.
the last time.
All right, good. I'm not needed for that finally.
Nope.
All right, good.
I've
All right.
kept him a little busy with my illness and everything.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, speaking of busy, when after you upload this, you're going to have to be busy and go back and probably cut that out.
YouTube will cut it out.
Yeah. Well, you have
So
to,
if you didn't listen to it live, well, you're not going to hear that was
you're not going to hear it.
That was the Beatles,
Yeah.
Blackbird. That was my choice. And I told Pete after I picked it, I was like, I'll pick a different song because I forgot we can't do Beatles. But he said to just leave it. So I did. I know.
Because I like that song.
Ken was sleeping. That song doesn't make me fall asleep. It's a short song. It's very sentimental to me. It makes me think of my grandmother. I'm sure lots of people have different reasons for if they like or don't like that song. I think it was originally some sort of protest commentary, but for me, it makes me think of my grandmother. So I give myself a 10, and that's the only song we've had today that had actual animals in it. bird singing at the end. So I think I should get an extra point from Ken for real animals in that song.
If you actually listened to the Pink
By the way,
Floyd,
Rick-
you would have heard a pig oinking during it.
Rick gave you an
A real
8.5.
pig. Oh, thanks, Rick.
So I purposely didn't pick the Beatles because I knew it was going to black out the song, because that did come up, and I just know that from my show. Like I know that Neil Young gets blocked. I didn't know that until we did a show that was recent.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had told me Neil, or was it you? Neil Young held me up, and then the Eagles. If you play the Eagles, they block that out.
Yeah,
AC/DC.
if you don't see something posted to YouTube,
It's
you have to
because-
tell us about it because YouTube will hold it and they don't always tell us about it.
Right. So I think there are a few bands that don't let you play their music. Is that what it is?
They
want
won't
their
give rights to
royalties?
YouTube. Yeah.
REM is one of them, believe it or not. But not their whole catalog.
I was going to say, because I think
Interesting.
I've done
Yep.
Shiny Happy People.
I used to have What's the Frequency, Kenneth, as
Oh,
one of
yeah.
my songs, and all of a sudden they started blocking that one.
Really?
Yeah.
So you know what I was trying to think of when I said to you about ABC doing a special. So in the mid-'90s, maybe you remember this, it was A Beatles C, because they did the Beatles anthology disc 1, 2, and 3, and I think that's what it was. They were releasing some sort of. I had to look it up because I was so curious. The Beatles anthology, yeah, they did 3 different albums from that, and there were some pieces that were released that had never been released, and I didn't know if Blackbird was one of them, but it was not. So there you go. So Rick gave you an 8.5. I'm going to go with an 8.
Okay.
Kathy?
I'll go 7.
You don't like the Beatles?
I don't like the song.
Yeah, I don't love the song.
Ken?
Yeah, I like the Beatles. I've worked several Beatlemania concerts, for crying out loud. But you know what song they never perform at the Beatlemania concerts? That one.
Well, and the song
It's not
I
one of
was
their-
thinking
it's not one of their
Because it's
best
a
ones.
lullaby.
Yeah.
So now I remember the name of the song. That's why it clicked for me. So that was what song? That was Blackbird.
Blackbird.
So the song I was thinking was, it was released during the mid-'90s. It was called Free as a Bird. The Beatles came out with that song, and it came out of the ABC when they were broadcasting the anthology.
I don't
So
remember that.
I actually remember that. I don't know. I remember the strangest things. Where am I getting that from?
We need to play trivia
that was
with all
30
your
years
useless
ago.
information.
I know, but that was 30 years ago. About
Francis Bacon died freezing a chicken. That was English lit.
there you go.
Westfield
Did John
University.
Lennon do the lyrics or the vocals on that one?
I think it was Lennon.
I'm
We have Free as a Bird.
I'm trying to
You're
hear
gonna
it.
block it out again, and you're going to have to cut the
yeah.
whole segment.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
All right.
I'm trying to hear it in my.
You remember what I'm talking about,
I'm
though.
pretty sure Lennon was doing the vocals on that.
So what do you, I don't remember that at all. What are you giving me, Ken? A 6?
Score?
Oh,
I
look
gave
at
you an
this.
8, by the way.
Look at this.
Thank
The Beatles, Free as a Bird, a clearer Lennon version. So,
Oh,
yeah, Lennon. See, I remember it.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
Did you give yourself a 10?
Yes.
So I was about to score, and then something happened.
Yeah. We got distracted.
Something
Yeah.
shiny.
Shiny things.
Shiny squirrels came by.
Squirrels.
Reflective
I did not help
squirrels.
that for you.
No,
No.
Sprinkles.
no.
What's your score?
Just because it's the Beatles and there was a bird in it, 8.
That's right. I mean, the band name and the song.
Beatles is an insect.
You know what's still in the show. All right.
Otherwise, I would have done
And-
Firefly, and Jay would have given me a 10 for using that.
Rick said the final song is dedicated to Kathy.
Oh, it must have cats.
Got to be a cat or a
The
cow.
cats in the cradle.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay, and he walked away, but his smile never dimmed. Said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah, you know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, he came from college just the other day. So much like a man, I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you. Can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. I've long since retired, my son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I can find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids are the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. We're gonna have a good time there.
Oh man, Rick. Rick.
I wish you had played that while Rick was here, so we could have given him our thoughts in person.
Oh, thoughts.
I'm sure he's listening.
Thoughts and prayers, man. Thank you for my 8.5. I don't know if I can return the favor.
I think it's a good song. I'm going to give that an 8 as well. JP gave it a 7.
Yeah.
Rick gave it a 10.
I mean, it fits. The cat, it's very well known. It's an iconic song, but I think it's just overdone.
Yeah. So what are you giving it?
7.5.
I saw this song. I did not pick it because I thought it would tank here, number one. Number two, overplayed. I'm over it. So I got to give him a 7.
I love this song. I love the whole song, and thank you for dedicating it to me. I can play Cats in a Cradle. I'll go with an 8. I like it. Uh-oh.
Too long. Overplayed. If you saw I Got Up when it started, it's another one of those songs where nothing else good is going on. I'm going to get up and go to the bathroom.
Right.
Do you leave it on the radio when it comes on, or do you
Absolutely
change it?
not.
No.
Change
I
it.
do, and I sing with it.
No, I change it.
No.
Oh, come on, guys.
I performed it actually at karaoke several times, not because I liked the song, but because there was a hot chick who wanted to hear it and I had to sing it. And even though I sang it, nothing happened. So that's another bad memory of this song, I guess. Damn.
Was that at the 252?
Pal Joey's.
Pal Joey's.
Yeah, Pal Joey's.
Wow.
Now he's starting to show his age.
Holy moly.
That's called Parade Central.
Yeah.
We go from there to the castle and then back to Joey's.
Castle.
Yeah, I remember the castle too.
Coming up next is the Ivanhoe.
I do miss the Ivanhoe brunch, though.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
And then if you didn't feel like singing, you'd drive a mile and a half down the road to the Wrinkle Ranch.
The Wrinkle Ranch.
I don't know that one.
Doc's Place.
Was that Geraldine?
Geraldine.
Geraldine.
When I was a kid, we used to call it geriatrics.
Yeah.
Same thing. Wrinkle Ranch.
Yeah. Mingle South.
I think I went to Mingles once ever in my life.
Oh, the good old
I
days.
did not
you
want
know?
to mingle.
I ran karaoke at Mingles now and then, and oh my God.
I think I was there for karaoke one night.
Yeah.
Maybe it was you, Ken.
Oh man. I need to give a score.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I got that caused somehow to come around to give me a good memory. Even though I started at a bad memory.
Okay.
So we're going to go up half a point.
Okay.
I just don't know if it's going to be from 6 to 6.5 or 6.5 to 7. Because I really don't care for that song. 6.5. I just, it's a song. Yeah.
All right, Pete, who's the winner?
Let's start at the bottom.
Me.
Pink Floyd with 46 points.
I told you.
Out of 70 possible.
Wow.
The next one up was Rolf Harris with Two Buffaloes with 50.5.
I can't believe that wasn't the bottom. I can't believe it.
Well, Kenny called he was going to get the worst score. He was right.
Yeah.
Cats in the Cradle, 54 points, was up next.
Yeah, and I got the worst score because I played the game correctly.
Up next was a tie at
That's
54.5. The Tokens, Lion Sleeps Tonight, and Peter Gabriel. So I tied it with the superintendent.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Above that, 56.5, Beatles, Blackbird. And the winner
These are so low.
and still reigning champion, White Rabbit with 59 points.
Okay.
Kathy wins again.
Again.
Yay.
Again. And did you even know why I was sending it to you on Friday? Because Ken hadn't put it out yet. And I didn't realize that.
That's okay.
I sent him an
Last week was a heck of a week, and everything got away from me, so that's why it went out late.
And I've been tied up every minute of the day with all kinds of things, and it just was a last-minute thing.
I feel like this was our lowest overall scoring session in a while.
You know,
Yeah,
and
it
Like
is.
for the winner to be
We were tough
below
today.
60.
Yeah.
We were tough today.
And sometimes we get songs, and it must be the category, we get songs that everybody gets 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And they win by a half a point.
Today was a clear winner.
So I don't, but as I said earlier, we didn't do Horse with No Name. I love that song.
I almost picked that one too. I like that.
I would have gone low on that one.
I listened.
Would you?
Yeah.
I think
no,
we should
not
go out
me.
with
I
Brass
would've gone
Monkey
9
because
or
that
10.
was what I was.
Is it
would have
lyrics
done.
appropriate?
Brass Monkey is, yeah.
Yeah, Brass
Yeah.
Monkey is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no swears.
Most of the
Better
Beastie
remember
Boys
that.
were
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
swears or anything.
Okay.
yeah, we're not talking NWA here.
Well, I'm just trying to remember. No, well, when I pick songs, obviously I have to look at the lyrics ahead of time
Yeah.
to make sure
Yes.
they're not inappropriate in any way.
Well, you do. There's a song that I was looking at doing up at Mutton and Mead, and I thought, do I need to change some of the lyrics because it's family?
Mutton meat, so we're talking about sheep meat and beer?
No. Mutton and Mead is it was a Renaissance festival up in the Greenfield area.
I remember it.
They got canceled because of COVID. Everything shut down.
It was like a Renaissance,
and they're
wasn't it?
yes,
Renaissance fair.
yes,
sorts?
and they're starting up again on June.
Oh, they're coming back.
15th. Yes, it's
I went
gonna
to
be-
one of those. There was something like that in Florida one time when I was down there for a vacation, and I went to it. And they had jousting and stuff. It was actually
Yes.
pretty cool. People were walking
Giant
around.
turkey legs?
Yeah, people walking
Yes,
around with like a
turkey
giant turkey leg, just kind of munching on it. It was actually
we're
more
gonna do-
entertaining than I thought it was going to be.
Well, it's June 15th up in Greenfield and the Franklin County Fairgrounds, and it's going to be in the evening.
Are you
it's
in
4
it?
to 10. We will be there. We will be there. Yes.
Rick says he got screwed. He just
Well, I
messaged me.
liked it.
MTL Night Out, anyone?
I love that
making the
song.
list. I don't hate the song. It's just overplayed so often that I change it. Maybe 30 years ago, I would have left it on the radio.
Not I. Oh, they're starting to prep.
For what?
You can smell it.
Yeah, it just hit me.
Just the wave.
It just hit me. Yeah.
I actually got to step out, so I got to go next door for a meeting myself.
Okay, and let's determine the next time we're doing this. So, Kathy, you're abandoning me in July and August.
I'm abandoning
Where you going?
I have to go to work. I work in this.
Oh, yeah,
area,
yeah, yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
Remember?
She's got camp.
All right. So, how's the 25th of June looking?
I think that's fine with me. I'm out of school.
Mhm.
Well, I work all year, but
Yeah.
where?
I'm in.
All right. You haven't abandoned me at that point yet, have you?
No.
Okay, good. So we will plan on it being June 25th unless I get home and I see that something is throwing a wrench. Well, you know what? Everyone else can make it. I just won't if I can't make it. I don't always have to be here.
And you know what? If
But it'll be June, which means I'm not traveling anywhere because I'm going to have a pool then.
Here he goes again.
So you'll be here.
Traveling.
I don't plan on traveling to the end of August.
All right.
Oh, gee.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Give us a good song on the way out,
Thank you,
Pete.
Peter.